This is your place to be for all things real estate and lifestyle related here on the East Side. We always start with a real estate update. And what I wanted to talk about today, it came up over the weekend with some clients, and really what they want to know is, open houses. If you're getting ready to sell your house, one of the traditional things we do is we do an open house. And, we can't do those with the stay in place order. That ends up being too many people in the house at one time. So now buyers are coming through with their agents. And the question my client had was, how is that going to affect their exposure? Can they still feel good and comfortable and confident that if they put a house on the market, it's going to get the exposure that they need to not only sell, but sell for, good price that they can feel confident in. And what we found is even before the stay in place order, you do usually get a lot of activity at an open house, but the true buyers that come through, even at an open house, are still ultimately represented by an agent. They might be coming through the open house, it's just easier, it worked better with their schedule than coordinating something with their agent, or maybe they weren't sure and they wanted to see it on their own first before they connected with the agent that's representing them. But even with the open houses, they were still represented. And so now they're just getting into the house with their agent the first time versus doing it through that open house. We're still seeing things sell, they're selling quickly. There are still multiple offers out there. So the answer is yes. If you put your house on the market today, even without the open houses, you can still feel 100% good and confident in the exposure that you're getting. So there you go, your real estate update for the week. Now we're on to our guest today. I am so excited to introduce Chanel Smith with Smith and Main in downtown Bellevue. Have a beautiful clothing boutique. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited to have you here. You have some beautiful things at your store.
Thank you.
And like I put in the social media post, quite honestly, I have been wearing yoga pants for the last, month, really, because why not? We're all working from home. But someday, soon, hopefully very, very soon, I will need to get out of those yoga pants. So you have all kinds of beautiful things to get us ready to go and just back to life.
Yeah, we do. I mean, first of all, there's nothing wrong with yoga pants and being comfortable, because really that's what you want right now. That's really what I'm seeing, like, from my clients and customers, that they're just wanting like comfortable loungewear, but they still want to look cute. They still want to look, put together. So, we've kind of gotten creative with our outfits, and, we're taking kind of like a silk jogger pant that you would have normally worn with a heel and, a silky blouse for nighttime. And we're pairing it with sneakers and, a graphic t-shirt to kind of wear now that, so you can take things that you might have that maybe you wouldn't normally kind of think to wear as like comfortable casual, but you can kind of mix it up a different way and, still get some use out of it now. So you can still look comfortable and casual and chic at the same time, for sure. So
yes. And I think there's some value to that, right? Whether you're, dressing up for your family or your pet or whatever, so you got to keep the vibe going.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it helps. I'm a big believer that, if you look good, you feel good. I think like sometimes putting on like a brightly colored t-shirt or just a fun print or something can kind of honestly just instantly lift your mood. So I think that there's really something to be said for that. So, but I mean, I understand I have days when, I don't put a stitch of makeup on and I'm in my robe all day. So, I get it both ways for sure. We all have
those days too.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So how did you start your boutique? You're downtown, kind of in that old main area of Bellevue, correct?
Yeah. So we're in Old Bellevue. We're right off of Main Street. My location is on 103rd. So we're right in between Main Street and Bellevue Park.
Okay.
So I opened the business in June of 2018. So we've been open for almost 2 years now, which is just crazy to think about. I feel like it feels like yesterday that we opened the doors, but it's just the time has flown by so quickly. I grew up in the area, so this has always been home for me. And I was lucky enough to kind of, when I was super young, I knew that I wanted to be in fashion retail, and, just being a boutique owner has always been my dream and my goal. So I really kind of tailored my education, my career towards achieving that goal. So grew up in the area, like I said, went to high school at Eastside Catholic, and then went to Florida State University actually for college. They have a really great retail merchandising program there. So also wanted a little sunshine growing up here in Washington. So
I think it's a good
ended up in Florida. Yeah. And then graduated there, ended up getting an internship in New York City. Went up there and worked in retail on Fifth Avenue and worked in the wholesale side of the fashion industry for a couple years. And then moved back, worked for a local boutique here in Seattle, learned a ton about kind of how to run a business and, what it all entailed to really, start your own boutique. And after a few years there, I just felt like I was ready. I have always thought of this location as somewhere that needed, a little retail shop like Smith and Main. And found the space and just kind of went for it. So kind of how it all started.
I love it.
Thanks.
It's funny. I'm going to take I've got AirPods on.
Oh, sure.
Nope. You got to adjust your settings there, Nicole. I think we lost your microphone.
Oh, here, just
there we
a
go.
second.
We got you back.
There she is.
Yeah. I think everyone's jumping online now, trying to get on the internet and do our crazy stuff this morning.
I know. There was a bunch of feedback, but now it's gone.
All right.
All right, cool. I think that's amazing. That is running a boutique retail store with clothing. I mean, it takes a lot to do that. So I love that you have made this your passion, and especially that downtown Old Main area. It's just become such a community, especially with all the building and construction that's gone on in the last few years with the condos and apartments that are down there.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, it's expanded so much, but it's still got that old, the Old Main kind of, Main Street business. There's a ton of local businesses, a ton of small businesses in this area. And it really is a super tight knit community. And now it's become an area that you can really make a day of, even a weekend of. I mean, you can stay in one of the hotels, you can shop locally at all the little boutiques here in the area. You can go out to eat. I mean, you can really, spend a good chunk of your time here. So it's really become just an awesome destination.
That's great. Well, and, just because you are not fully closed, right? I think that's another thing that I wanted to be sure to share today, because we assume so many things are just closed, but actually you can still shop. You're not open for people to come in every day, but people can absolutely still shop with you.
For sure. So we have our storefront in Bellevue is temporarily closed. So as soon as the stay-at-home order is lifted, we'll be back open, ready to go. But we have an online website, shopsmithandmain.com, that you can shop most of our items on. We've got probably about 75% of the items we have in store online, and we're working hard every day to kind of get more up on the site. But it's super easy to shop. We launched it back in January, and it was kind of a form of just added sales and to kind of get, Smith and Main out there to more people. And it's just funny how now it's shifted from, that being such a small portion of my business to all of my business is online. So we've expanded into that. We're open for pickup orders. We're doing curbside pickup, and then you can also, come to the door if you'd like. I'm also doing free delivery on orders. So I'm more than happy to bring them by your house and drop them off on your doorstep. And we're doing free shipping as well. So, lots of different channels to kind of get your merchandise, buy something that just kind of makes you feel good. I think that retail therapy is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
And, just getting a little something to kind of lift your mood, boost your mood has really helped. And I kind of felt, when this all started, I didn't want to be insensitive to I didn't want to just be plugging clothes and selling clothes and, pushing people to buy things, because I just felt that was, not really the right thing to do at the time when people were getting sick and there was a lot more going on in the world. But, the feedback I got from all my clients was just like, I need something to kind of lift my mood. I need something to make me feel better. And if that's going to be, a cute t-shirt or, something small as like a pair of earrings, if it can bring a little happiness to someone, I'm going to do it for sure. So we've gotten also a lot more creative on our social media. So that's another way to shop with us is via Instagram and Facebook. So our handle is Shop Smith and Main. We post all of our new arrivals on there. We have links to all the products, so you can just click and buy. So that's another way to kind of stay in touch with us and to kind of follow along on our journey as we get through this together. We have started doing videos. I've started, doing more creative things than I was before, which has been great and kind of a good way to push myself and push the business forward. But we're doing little styling videos, try on videos, just some extra kind of fun things to, keep it positive, keep it light, and, to just try and make some people happy through clothes.
I think that's great. And that is, I think, going to be one of the great things that comes out of this for all of us. We've all learned new skills and different ways to apply things or get things done. And but I think clothing it's a huge part of who we are. And I think we're all craving normalcy right now, and also kind of missing certain parts of our identity.
Yeah.
Because we're not doing our lives the way we typically would. So clothing is a big part of identity, right? So to be able to do something that feels more normal, does our identity. And we were talking about this before the show. One of the things that has been really nice about this as well is, at least in our house, I think a lot of people, though, we've become thoughtful and intentional with how we spend our dollars.
Yeah.
It's because we've got time and we've got space to think about things or do different things versus just doing what's always quick and easy. Yeah. And it feels good. And it also feels really empowering right now to be able to support a local business, to know that if we are going to spend dollars, that you can kind of feel the effect of where you've spent those dollars.
Yeah, definitely. And we felt, so much support from our customers and clients and community, and even, fellow small business owners. Just that's really become kind of the silver lining of it all. I feel, is seeing that community really come together and just getting the support from, people you love, and them telling you, reaching out, seeing how you're doing, telling you that, they're thinking about you and that, they want you to do well, and, saying that they need you. That's just, it's really, really nice to see. And it really keeps you going and keeps you motivated during this time. And so that's, if something good can come out of it, I think that it's just the community, banding together and all of us supporting each other. And there's been such a huge surge, I feel like, in shopping local and shopping small. Yes. So that's just been amazing. And, if we can all, support small businesses in, any small way that we can, even just reaching out and, seeing how you're doing, or liking something on Facebook, that doesn't cost anything, it all helps.
Absolutely. Again, if you're just tuning in today, we have Chanel Smith with Smith & Main Boutique on the 425 show today. You've got a great spot downtown in the Old Main area of Bellevue.
Yeah.
But people can shop from wherever they're at right now. They can shop online. You've got a beautiful online setup. There's all kinds of cute things on there.
I keep it new and fresh. And
I love it. You will deliver, you'll ship for free, but for a lot of us, that's our one daily outing, and we're just as happy to swing by and pick things up. So whatever works, people can do that.
Yeah, definitely. We're here for you. So whatever works, just let me know.
And you do. I love your Instagram feed. There's all kinds of really great things on there, and you're posting on there pretty much daily, I think, right?
We try to keep it consistent. We always have stories, of new arrivals. We're still getting a few things kind of trickling in here. But, we're being more creative. We're, showing you how to maybe style something you have in your closet, a million different ways, and, just kind of having fun with it. And I think social media should be kind of this positive, especially right now, kind of a positive, just like fun escape, from your everyday life. And so that's kind of what we're trying to do on Instagram and Facebook.
I love it. But then you're super cute, by the way. You're modeling all the clothes. I'm like, oh, awesome. But you've got some of the things from your shop in your Instagram feed and in your stores and things. And that's so people can see not only what you have, but kind of get a feel for how it fits and all of that. If they want to do some purchasing.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got links on most of our pictures. So you can just tap to buy right off of our social media, which is super easy. And also, I'm here for, any kind of questions you have. You can reach out to me via DM, email, text, any questions you have about fit, anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. That's really what I'm here for, is here to kind of help you guys. So, if you want something tried on, or, you want to see it on the model, or, something different, I'm here for it. So we've got a variety of different products at Smith & Main. Our price point varies from about 50 to, it maxes out really at about 500. The sweet spot is kind of that 100 to, I'd say, 250 range. But we've got a plethora of things. Our emphasis is really on, easy, everyday, fun clothing. So stuff that you can just, pick up and go, easy things you can add into your wardrobe. I really wanted the store to kind of be almost like your ideal closet. So, you can kind of take pieces from here and there, choose based on your style. And they're just great pieces that will just feed right into your everyday wardrobe. So, we've got pieces like, a lot of people are buying comfortable casual, like we said, so easy breezy little t-shirts and, sweatpants and things like that. And then, hopefully when everything goes back to normal, you'll need a cute little spring dress, to wear. So we've kind of got a good mix of merchandise, and we try to tailor it to as many people as we can.
That's great. I always love that too and appreciate it when I'm shopping and you can kind of help me see one thing fits with something else that maybe I already have.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I feel like I trap of I've bought my one outfit and that's the only way I know how to wear it.
Right. Yeah. It's important, especially now that people are being, more, they want to spend their dollars on things that are worthwhile. I feel like when you buy a piece, you need to be able to style it. You need to be able to think of at least 3 different outfits that you can kind of pair it with.
Sure.
And, they always talk about that kind of capsule wardrobe where you can just keep rotating things and styling them different ways. And I think that's really smart, especially, in times like this when you maybe don't want to buy a whole new wardrobe, but you just want a few pieces that can really sort of elevate your look for the upcoming season. We've got plenty of pieces that can kind of do that. And, that's also what a boutique is for that specialized customer service and that intimate experience where, you can come in and spend time and we can really style you head to toe. So that's really what I wanted to out of Smith & Main, was just a great customer experience and just a shopping experience that you can't get elsewhere, where you can come in, you feel welcome, you feel comfortable, and you feel like you just want to spend time here. Like I have clients all the time who just pop in to say hello. They're not even here to shop, but they just, it becomes more of a relationship rather than just a business transaction. So
I love it. That's awesome. And, one of the other great things about shop local at a boutique, especially, you get to know people over time and you remember what they purchased. So then when they come in again, you're helping them build on their wardrobe of this goes really well with what you bought last season and all of that other stuff. So it really is a personal styling experience all kind of built into it as you frequent a store over time.
Yeah, especially at times like, now where they can't come in and try things on. It's like, okay, I know from, seeing you in the store so many times that, you'll like this and, I'll send you pictures and we'll kind of go from there, so it's, it's not an overwhelming experience where you're just bombarded with a million clothes. It's more curated, directly to kind of your style and, your lifestyle, to what you've been buying and, what will fit into your day-to-day life.
Got it. I love it. What are some of the trends you're seeing coming up with, I think this casual thing is going to stick around. Well, it's been for a while. It's not like it just got invented
right.
last month, but we've taken it to new levels for sure.
Yes.
And I think there's elements we'll probably want to keep going. What are some of the, kind of fashions you're seeing rest of the year?
Trends for spring, summer, a lot of bright colors. We're seeing a lot of neon, which I think is really appropriate for right now, because it's a mood booster. Like you just put on a bright color and it just instantly makes you happy. And it makes everyone else around you happy, which, I think is a great effect. A lot of tie dye, which is kind of crazy. People hear tie dye and they're like, like I wore that in the 70s. I don't want anything to do with it now, but they're doing kind of different subtle ways on how to wear it, more muted colors. It's great in loungewear, like little sweatshirts and things. Animal print has been a trend for probably the last year. It's really made a big push and it is going nowhere. It's like animal print on everything and every color, zebra, leopard, all the animals you could think of, it's out there. Okay. So that's a big one. And then kind of transitioning into fall, we're seeing a lot of neutral colors. So it's really a big shift into more kind of khakis, tans, kind of that utilitarian, almost military type of look, is super big for fall.
I was just going to ask, is the camouflage still in?
Yeah, camo's still a big one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still gonna rock.
They've really made it,
Yeah.
super kind of cool and fun, and kind of that graphic sort of like t-shirt or sweatshirt look is super in right now. So, it's camo and leopard, with a pair of jeans is kind of a fun way to do it, especially, now that we're being a bit more casual.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, trends kind of come and go. I feel like you've really got to focus in, and I follow the trends. Obviously, you want to be up to date and you want to be, have the hot thing in the store, but I think that it's really important to still, stay true to yourself. And, if you don't like a trend, you don't have to wear it. It's not, they're just, things that might be a bit more, you might see a bit more, but I think it's still super important to stay true to yourself. And, I incorporate trends in the store, but, if you don't like it, you really shouldn't wear it. So they're just sort of there to, as another option, but it's more important, I think, to stay true to your style and incorporate things as you want to, but, trends don't dictate everything.
No, well, and some you commit to is like a scarf, some you do the whole dress, there's different ways to bring them in, in varying amounts.
Yeah, you can incorporate them in all sorts of ways, smaller ways. If you, are not a huge color person, you can have a little bag, or, shoes are a good way to do it. So there's lots of different ways to kind of incorporate styles and, still stay true to what you're comfortable in and, what you feel good in.
Mm-hmm. I do think the color, I'm seeing it a lot. In fact, I was FaceTiming with a girlfriend of mine who's an agent last week, and she had this super bright striped, colorful sweater on. And she's like, no, I wore it on purpose. It's my happy sweater. And I'm just want to be happy today.
Exactly. We did a whole try on story that just focused on happy clothes, because it was just like, that felt so right. Like we had this really rainbow tie-dye sweatshirt that was a bit out there, but you put it on with some jeans, and it was like, even when I first put it on, was like, whoa, I just feel like, I can go out and conquer the world now in this, rainbow tie-dye. It just, it's crazy how much that can affect your mood, and how much, it can affect other people's moods too. If you can, wear something that makes someone smile, I think that's amazing.
For sure. It's hard to be cranky when you're wearing rainbow tie.
It actually is. Yeah. It's like, it's a challenge. Try and be mad in this sweatshirt.
I know. I have in the winter when I walk the dogs, I wear mittens instead of gloves. I'm like, you cannot be cranky wearing mittens. Like you can't. You feel like a kid.
That's so true. I love it. Yeah. That's, any little thing like that, if clothing can make you happy, and it should make you happy. Shopping and clothes should be fun, so you might as well take advantage of it, and especially times like this.
For sure. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So fun. Again, we've got Chanel Smith with Smith and Main on the store. You have a store, and we're on the radio today. But we've been chatting all about your amazing boutique that you have downtown Bellevue in the Old Main section. But people don't have to live there right now to shop there. They can go online. Your website is shopsmithandmain.com. Is that correct?
Yep.
Perfect. Same with your Instagram handle.
It's Shop Smith and Main. And we're also doing 20% off your first online purchase. So anyone that's new to the site, anyone that hasn't placed an online order before, you can use the coupon code online20 at checkout to receive the discount. So it's kind of like a little,
perfect.
A little plus, and a thank you for shopping with us and shopping small during this time, especially.
Yeah.
And again, if there's any questions or anything, just do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here for you. So.
That's awesome. And they can track your Instagram feed as well. That's worth it, just to smile and see fun fashions. And
we try to keep it fun, try to keep it light and positive. So, it's a fun feed to kind of follow. And, if you like cute clothes, it's a good one.
Yeah, because it's good to feel good now. But even, when my husband and I walk the dog in the morning, I'm like, where can we travel to? Right? We're not traveling right now, and probably not next week, but someday it's going to happen. And what are the fun places we want to go and do things we want to do? And then that usually rolls into what can we wear?
Oh yeah,
There.
something to look forward to is, it's nice to have hanging in your closet.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, yeah, so many fun things. You are still open. And that's one of the things, this whole show is built on, I've been in real estate for 24 years, but it's about so much more than bedrooms and baths. It's about the businesses and the people that really just, I feel so lucky to live here. It's such a beautiful, amazing area. And so each week we love to share that message to, if somebody's new to the area, or maybe you're right now sitting at home looking for something new to do and finding local businesses to support, because I think it is more important now than ever. But also as local businesses, you can provide a lot of the services that we as individuals need that you just can't get from big box retailers ever.
Yeah.
And it's even more important now. So I think it's just great. So thank you for joining us today. We'll have links to all of your stuff on our website after the show, NicoleMangina.com/podcast. And certainly you can find me on the website as well if you've got real estate questions, because I know a lot of people are kind of wondering, how's that going and how do you adjust with the current market conditions? We've got you covered. So thanks again for joining us. We'll be by to shop soon for sure.
I know we'll be having a party when this is all over for sure. A little girls' night out.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. See you later.
You.
Bye, everybody. Have a great week.
All right, ladies, all clear. Nice job.